What's up, everybody? It's your boy Vlad the Bull, your #1 Embrace coach. And I want to let you know that my book, The Embrace Method, How to Leverage Your Trauma and Pain to Live the Life of Your Dreams, the second edition is now available on Amazon for purchase. Through heartfelt anecdotes, practical exercises, and profound insights, this book will show you how to confront your demons, heal your wounds, and emerge stronger and more resilient, ready to embrace a future with limitless possibilities. Remember, embracing your pain is the first step to transforming it into power. Be sure to get your copy today. And remember, embrace your struggles, embrace your successes, and most importantly, embrace yourself. Visit www.embracemethod.com to learn more about the Embrace Method book and the Embrace Framework.
Welcome to the Root and Rhythm podcast, where we explore the essence of culture, our experiences, and a healing journey that shapes our growth and family. Through heartfelt stories about marriage, mental health, relationships, and parenting, we create a space where you can find connection, understanding, and inspiration. Join us as we explore the rhythms of life, one story at a time.
Hey, Vlad.
All right, we're recording. What's up? Okay. What's up, everybody? Yes! Welcome to another episode of the Roots and Rhythm podcast, where we explore the rhythms of life, one story at a time. It's your boy, Vlad the Bull, your #1 Embrace coach, and I'm joined by my lovely co-host,
Angie, La Cyber Mommy.
My Cyber Mommy is in the building. We are in the building. I'm shouting out to you, sis, because the big one, the big girl, she's in kindergarten.
My girl's in kindergarten.
Lito just started daycare. Y'all know we got to start off with updates about our kids, man.
Yes. Everyone's doing good. It's cold
It's
outside.
cold.
You see
It's
us in
very
our
cold.
hoodies.
Yeah.
Fall is here. Hip, hip, hooray. I'm so ready for all of the bugs to die.
There's some. Oh, yes. I
I'm
hate
so
bugs.
excited. I'm so excited.
Yeah, we live in the sticks here in where we at. I'm not going to tell y'all where we at 'cause some of y'all nosy. But we live in the sticks here, which means there are a lot of bugs. You know, I found something behind our bureau upstairs. It looked like it had antenna, like a fly, but the thing was as big as a baby rat. So I was like,
you live in the woods, so you have all those critters. I don't live in the woods, but yesterday on our nightly walk, me and my neighbor, we saw two foxes.
Two foxes?
Two foxes, and then she saw a coyote. And we don't even live in the woods, Vlad. Wild. So yeah, I'm ready for fall.
We're going to pray for you, yo.
I know. It's scary. I was like, well, guess I'm only walking in my walking pad now. Inside.
Yeah, we saw a fox here when we inspected the house. And it was looking at me, I was looking at him. He was in the forest. And I was just like, it was like a mutual respect. Like, nah, fox is actually not bad.
No, but you don't know if they have like rabies or something, you know?
Yeah, but they don't like people.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, we did see our first winter at this house. We did see in our sunroom foxes frolicking in the snow.
Oh,
and Wallace and I was like, what kind of fairy tale wonderland are we living in with this?
You're living in a Disney movie now.
Yeah. They were just having so much fun in the snow.
How can you be surprised and amazed by that, though? You're from Florida. It's a land of snakes and gators.
Yeah, but first of all, there's no snow.
Flying
and nothing.
people.
Snow makes fresh falling snow makes everything look magical.
It ain't magical up here.
Even if the animals got rabies, they look magical out there with the snow
magically
falling on
foaming
them.
at the mouth.
Wow.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, I guess we all take where we grow up for granted a little bit because we've been seeing winters here forever.
I know, and y'all don't get the magic of it anymore. But you know what else is magical, Vlad?
What is magical?
That subscribe button.
Hit that subscribe button. It is
button.
magical. Look at it, just flashing there. Yes. I love it. You know, our lead-ins to that never get any duller. Like they're just so good. They're so good.
I'm gonna sneak it in there.
All right, listen, today we're talking about everything marriage. We've got a host of questions that are going to guide us today, but you know what we do. Our bread and butter is winning in relationships and in marriage and in everything, right? But we're navigating this space, and we've gotten a lot of great feedback on our episodes about marriage.
Yes.
And there's some
People
controversial
want to hear
topics.
more.
So people want to hear more. So today we're digging into a couple of questions, and I'm going to start off here. First of all, how's Wallace doing, man?
Wallace is doing really good. He's back in school, so he's in his last semester. He's doing music business. Something like that. Business. Business. But yeah, so he's back in school. The girls are in school. September. Happy September for everyone.
Happy September for everybody. Okay. My man's doing his thing.
And you know what that means? September means school, means Wallace is back on the road. Starting next week, he's in Wisconsin.
For those of you who don't know, the one iota, the one and only Wild Tom, is my homie and is Angie's husband, and he's part of the dynamic, beautiful, professional a cappella group Ball in the House. So if you don't know, my man's voice is the one who you hear every day on our podcast.
Yep. He's the high tenor in Ball in the House.
So he's the high tenor. I told him he needs to do a cosplay or dress up as Joe, R&B singer Joe for Halloween, because I think he could pull it off.
Well, because he sings the high notes. So I always, anytime that they sing like a cover, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm married to Beyonce. Oh my gosh, I'm married to Shaka Khan. Because whenever they do girl songs, he's always the one singing those parts. So Shaka
Khan. Oh my gosh, I haven't heard that name in a long time.
No, they do a cover of Shaka
so
Khan.
if y'all don't know about Ball in the House, go ahead and follow Ball in the House. Team Bith. We are Team Bith up in here. Okay.
Bith wives.
Bith what? Well.
Bith husband.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a Bither. Just call me a Bither.
Bith bestie. Bith bestie.
All right, so here's a question I want to dive into. Number one. So this comes from healthyhappyimpactful.com, and it's a list of questions that are good to ask in between as couples before you get married or go into that next step or get deeper. Okay. So there's a litany of questions here that we can dig in on, but you wanted to talk about this one. This is number 21. Are matching tattoos for couples a good or bad idea? What you think?
So I don't have any tattoos. So not that I think they're a bad idea. They're just not a good idea for me. I like when other people have tattoos. I think it's cool. I'm like, wow, you really made a decision to have something on your body for the rest of your life. I can't even decide what I would want as an initial tattoo. Wallace also doesn't have any tattoos, but I remember I tricked him. Really I went with a friend when she was getting a tattoo, so I had the guy sketch something for me, and I put it like right here on my chest, and it was like big curly Wallace in like really fancy cursive letters. And I sent him a picture and he's like, what did you do? And I'm like, you don't like it? I'm proving my love. Like I just went on this whole tangent. He's like, Angie, I hate it. And I was like, why? I was like, you don't think we're going to be together forever? We were dating. Like this was in college. And he was so upset. Oh, I know. And not that I didn't get a tattoo because he was upset. I would never get Wallace's name anywhere on me. But I just can't think of anything that I would want on my body forever.
Wait, so would you not want Wallace tattooed on you? Or what about the girls or family members?
No. Like, how would I do it? Just their name? Like, I just would put so much detail into what I want, and then I'm going to hate it in like a week.
Well, that's why they have tattoo artists. You get together with a reputable tattoo artist, and they help you design your tattoo together. Part of that initial meeting is for them to understand what your vision is.
Yeah, maybe one day, Vlad. But right now, I'm like, what would I get on my body forever?
Well, I guess my question for you, too, is how high is your pain threshold? Because
I think it's pretty high, maybe moderate.
Well, you gave birth. So
twice.
I think you'll be all right.
Yeah, I had 2 C-sections.
Yeah,
I got gutted twice.
Well, I don't know.
And I was
what
chilling.
Like.
Yeah. I was, per the doctor, I was chilling because they're like, oh, you should be resting. I'm like, I got to do stuff. I'm like,
no, you really should be resting because,
I got to move around.
They say that if you don't rest, then the wounds could reopen. Yeah. That happened to my mom.
Oh, yikes. Yeah. Thankfully, it didn't happen to me, but I was doing things I wasn't supposed to do.
So, all right. Matching tattoos, though. What do you think about couples who get matching tattoos?
I think it's cute. If you can figure out what you both want to match, or if it's something cute, like you have a lock, she has a key or whatever, like not the exact same thing, but kind of they go together, they complement each other. I think it's cute.
I think it's hideous, man.
Do you really?
Yeah, I do. I think it's whack. I mean, and
Julie wouldn't get a matching tattoo?
No, we actually talked about it. And so we didn't know how we felt, and we each both agreed right away that we would never do that.
So I guess I wouldn't because I don't have any tattoos, but you and Julie both have tattoos. So why not get...
And I have a lot.
Yeah, so why not get something that both of you guys like? Again, not matchy like, your names or the same flower or whatever, but maybe something complimentary like you have a star and she has a constellation. I don't know, just something like that.
Julie and I are not scarcity mindset people. So the decision wasn't made out of fear that we would break up and then regret the tattoo. It was more that it just seems cheap to us to kind of have that. I think we both would agree to have. We both talked about getting tattoos for Lito, right? Because Lito's name, we carefully planned it out. Matter of fact, for those who don't know, Lito's name is dedicated to family members. Okay, so. And so his name his entire name is an homage to his heritage, to his roots. And so I want to get a lion on my forearm, and that incentivized me to get back in the gym and really do some forearm curls because I need more real estate. You know what I mean? But yeah, I wanted to get the lion for him, and then she has the swan, I believe, from El Salvador, Fernando York, and she wants to get like an extension of that and some other things. So, but tattoos cost money. We don't have a tattoo budget right now.
Yeah, that's true. Would you go at the same time and kind of make it a couple's tattoo, like you got the
We
same
did
time,
that.
like both Lido, like
Yes.
the Lido one? I mean,
So when Julie got her tattoo, I was getting another tattoo, one of my tattoos. I think I lost count. I don't have sleeves or anything. Obviously, I'm wearing a sweater right now, but I got 2 chest tattoos and I got tattoos extending all the way down to my elbows. And I just love the beautification of it. Like I love the artwork. And I had a really great tattoo artist, and he's just phenomenal. It takes his time though.
Yeah,
it's like 6 hours, bro. Like one time it was like 6 hours of him just carving you like a turkey. And so I haven't done that in a long time, but you can get lidocaine. You can just put lidocaine. They sell it in the shop. You get lidocaine and you don't feel a thing.
Well.
So that actually might be something if you ever want to get a tattoo,
I have to think of, again, what am I going to get? One of my friends at work, shout out Danielle, if you're listening, she has this beautiful mermaid, like a whole sleeve. And it's really nice. And it took a few sessions for her to get it. So we saw kind of like the transformation every time she went. But yeah, I think tattoos are beautiful too. I think the art is magnificent. People kind of like have their favorite tattoo artist, to your point, and they just make art on their bodies. And I think that's wonderful. For me, I just have to really think about if I'm going to get a tattoo and what am I going to get? Because I'm very indecisive. And that's like a big decision. I mean, I guess you could get it removed, but then why go through that whole process and pay all that money then just to get it removed? So I don't know. And then matching tattoos, Wallace would never get a matching tattoo with me.
You can't see Wallace getting a tattoo.
No, never.
I think I asked him. He was like, nah, decisively.
Yeah, he would never. And I'm like, maybe one day I will. Like, I'm not against it. Wallace is like never gonna get a tattoo.
Did I ever tell you the story of when I got my first tattoo? No. It was actually when I got my ears pierced.
Which was your first tattoo?
So my first tattoo is the bull that is on my right shoulder.
Okay.
It's a tribal bull. And before anybody asks, I am not a Tauros. Tauros are built special and different. I'm a Pisces. I'm an empath. I flow and go with the flow. But it's because Become the Bull. I'm always introducing myself as Vlad the Bull, your number one embrace coach. You know the thing. A bull has his eyes locked on its target, and it goes relentlessly, just regardless of what's in its way. I identified with that. It actually goes all the way back to high school. One of my bands that I like to listen to, Atreyu, have a song called Becoming the Bull.
Oh, the band's called Atreyu?
Called Atreyu.
Look them up. I've never heard of them.
Atreyu.
So I'm gonna
if you're in the heart, listen, I love all types of music. So metal is actually one of my, you would never think. Black man in metal, who thought? But yeah. So that's where that started from. And I got that. And then the second one I got was, it's an African tribal tattoo on my left shoulder. And it has 3 symbols in a trifecta. And the 3 symbols are for strength, freedom, and transformation.
Oh, nice.
And it actually follows the 3 principles of the Embrace Method, what would later become the Embrace Method. It actually has 7 principles in its framework, but it was Embrace, Define, Become. That's what it started like 10, 11 years ago.
Okay.
Of embracing adversity, defining your lifestyle, and then transforming into the person that you're becoming. It's in a constant loop. And in any season in life, you might be needing to draw more strength. You might be going through some seasons of difficulty where you have to draw more strength. You might be in a season of transformation where you're shedding the weight of a really difficult storm, but then you come back to it and you're free, right? You're free of something. You come
Vlad,
back.
is this in a book or something?
It's in my book, actually.
Yes.
If you read the Embrace Method, y'all know what it is. Look check out the show notes and check out the advertisements. You probably heard it on the audio podcast right before you started listening. The Embrace Method: How to Leverage Your Trauma and Pain to Live the Life of Your Dreams. 2nd edition is out there.
Yes.
So
grab it.
But to answer your point, I put a lot of thought into my tattoos. I did not want to regret any of them.
Right.
I think of the only one I do regret, I don't want to say I regret it. It was the BTB, which is a Become the Bull, and it's like right here. But I made the design myself. I sketched it, and I gave it to my tattoo artist. So, yeah, but I don't regret it, but whatever. I might have done something different, but you know what I mean? But that's it. Every other tattoo I like.
And I interrupted you, but what were you saying about you getting your piercing with
Yeah.
David?
So me and David, this is like back in 2012. We had just turned 21, I think, and we're going to get our ears pierced, even though we could get it at 18 or 16, whatever it is. So
Me and David went to go get our ears pierced, and David was like, "You're gonna cry like a little bit." I'm like, "Nah, I ain't. I'm gonna be straight." And the funny part is, David, if you're watching this, ha ha ha, because that the lady went to go pierce David's ear and do a little staple, a little puncher thing, and he was like, "Ah, shit," and and the lady was like, "Oh, I'm sorry." Oh. And then he's like, "Yo, they fucking stapling a stapler in my head." And so I come home, and my mom opens the door, and I think I told my mom I was getting my ears pierced. She's like, "What? Vladimir, you can't?" And I'm like, "All right, I'll call you later." So I come home, and we were gonna go to a party that night, and so I just went home to go grab a change of clothes, and my mom was talking to my dad. That's how you know she's really upset, because my mom and my dad don't talk to each other. And she was like, and so my dad, she's like, "Your father wants to talk to you." I'm like, "You guys have been separated for like 20 years. What are you talking about? He wants to talk to me." I'm like, "What's up?" And he's like, "Are you gay now?"
Because you got an earring?
Dead serious, yeah.
It's so funny to me. Caribbean parents is like, "Oh, you must be gay." Do you know what gay means? That means I like the same gender. Nothing else.
Right.
Nothing else.
No, but they associate ear piercings with,
oh my God,
with people who are gay.
Oh, I know. And
so
washing dishes and wearing anklets.
Anklets,
yeah.
No. Anklets means you have easy virtue.
Oh yes, you're a streetwalker.
Yeah. Tattoo. Like I am the walking embodiment of everything that is wrong in my parents' eyes, from their generation, with society.
All you need is locks.
All I need is locks. Locks, and I'll have the whole package. Like I got ears pierced and I got a tattoo.
Lord.
So yeah. But that being said, matching tattoos, are they okay? I think it's up to your personal preference.
Yeah.
I think it's tacky, but I think if you can make it meaningful, and you know that you're in a relationship and you're putting intention behind it, you're not just doing it because it's fun.
Just to do a matching
just
tattoo.
To do it,
yeah.
Then,
yeah, I can see that. I think it's cute when people have, like, again, committed relationships or whatever. They have, instead of rings, they do like the year they were married, or like the date they were married, or something like on their ring finger. I think that's cute too.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have a problem doing, like Julie and I talked about, a tattoo ring, right? Because I feel very naked without my ring.
Oh, same. I don't even take it off.
Yeah, I take it off when I go to the gym, and that's it. I don't take it off ever, and so I don't leave there have been times where I was more than halfway going to somewhere I was going. I didn't have my wedding ring. And I turned back.
Yeah, I also never take off my hoops. I always have my earrings in. There's a saying in Spanish, mejor muerta que sencilla. I'm better dead than simple. Like, I cannot not have earrings on.
It's simple. Wow, that's funny.
Yeah.
I actually been going to sleep lately with my hoops in myself, and I just keep forgetting to take them out. But these hoops are one of the ones, like, you don't lay your head like, oh, man, it hurts.
Right, same. They don't bother me.
Yeah,
like, they're not, like, big.
You.
I have big hoops for, like, special occasions, but these are kind of, like, regular sized, I guess. Look, they're not, like, big. But, yeah, they don't bother me either. I never take them off.
You know what? I just want to make a point real quick. I think getting my ears pierced was so taboo for my household and for my cultural upbringing, that it made me want to do more things and explore the world. Like, what else is taboo that's not really all that scary or bad?
That's not bad at all.
Right? Because there was always the Bible said, it's like the Bible, God doesn't want you putting even to this day, my aunt Tati should be like, that doesn't mean God doesn't want your ears pierced. I'm like, okay, well, what about the girls? What does the Bible say about girls getting ears pierced? Guess what? The Bible don't say anything about anybody's ears getting pierced. So let's put that to rest. It's not biblical, right? And even if it were, like the tattoo argument is the same thing. And so I say all that to say this. I enjoy the fact that I can just live my life freely and express myself freely without thinking like there's some big bad boogeyman coming after me because I don't conform to the cultural norms of one or two societies. Like
it's like self-expression. Yeah, it works for you. Do it. You're not hurting anybody. That's my thing. As long as you're not hurting anybody, do you?
Yeah, you're going to hurt people's feelings, but people's feelings ain't your responsibility.
Nope. Oh, that's a good one.
Yes. So, okay. So we're going to move on to our second question. And this is a deeper one. Our tattoo one was a little fun, but we're going to see the second question. Is it ever acceptable to cheat in a relationship? Now, let's set the groundwork here. These are questions that you would likely be asking in the courting phase, in the getting to know you phase. And this one carries a lot of weight, and I'm sure that people in our audience will have differing opinions on this. And in order for us to have discourse about this, maybe we should define the terms, right? Acceptable. Maybe for the purposes of this conversation, when we talk about acceptable, maybe we need to think of it as, is it forgivable to cheat in a relationship? Because where it's okay or acceptable to cheat in a relationship, we talk about polyamory, right? We talk about polygamy. That's different. This is not sister wives. We're talking about in a typical somewhat standard relationship, is it ever acceptable, forgivable for someone to cheat? Your thoughts?
Angie Thomas, on the record, no, never. No. Why would you? If you get even the feeling that you're going to step out, just break up with person. Just break up. What's the point? Why are we hurting feelings? Why are we moving along if that's where your heart is? Just stop. Full stop. Do I think people can forgive after? Angie Thomas, no. Other people, maybe.
So if
they can.
If for some reason, and everybody defines cheating as something different. Some people think even just sending a text message is cheating, right? If it's flirtatious and intentional, and you're trying to step out.
Yeah.
If for some reason that happened between you, let's say, maybe it's not Wallace. I always like to take Wallace out of the picture sometimes, just because we know Wallace is
because he's perfect angel husband. Right. He would never. And that's the thing. Cheating to me is anything that you do trying to hide stuff. Because you've made a good point. Is a text message cheating? Yes, if you're doing it behind my back, thinking I'm never going to find out, and you have bad intentions behind that text. That is cheating. Emotional cheating. You're telling this person all your problems, expecting them to like coddle you and be there for you like your spouse would. That's cheating to me too. Because it's not like you're telling your spouse like, oh, I had a great conversation with Vlad about my issues and da-da-da, and he weighed in on this because I value his opinion. You're not being open.
But what if that person was? What if you are being open and saying, I had this conversation with
then
my
it's
friend?
not cheating. Because you're talking about it. It's like when you're hiding things. Cheating to me is anything in secret that you wouldn't tell your spouse.
So why do you think people cheat?
Probably because they're not getting something out of the relationship that they're in. So they're looking for that, whatever that might be, right? But in my mind, I'm like, why not just share what you feel like you're missing and have that tough conversation with your spouse instead of being sneaky on the side trying to get whatever it is that you're missing, you know?
Hey everybody, it's your boy Vlad the Bull, your #1 Embrace coach. Listen, I know that you are enjoying this Roots and Rhythm podcast episode, but I want to take a minute to talk to my fellas. Let's talk energy and vitality. If you've been feeling low, sluggish, or not quite yourself in the bedroom, it's time to check out the Natural E-Man. It's a powerful, all-natural men's supplement created by a good brother I trust, Dr. Quentin Cancel, someone I met in my men's group who's all about holistic health and real results. Trust me, I've seen the impact firsthand. So if you're ready to level up your energy, confidence, and performance, visit naturaleman.com and feel the difference. That's naturaleman.com. The link's in the show notes. All right, y'all, let's get back to the podcast.
I think people cheat for a variety of reasons. Maybe it's because they just don't believe in the conventional, what's the word?
Monogamy.
Monogamous relationship.
But that's the thing. If you don't believe in monogamy, and neither does your spouse, and you're open to that, like you're open to polyamory, you're open to having an open marriage relationship, then to me it's not cheating because you both are adults, consenting adults, saying that this is what's happening in our marriage. And there's no secrets in that. It's like, hey, I'm doing this just so you're aware. So it's not cheating, because cheating is what you do in secret.
But let me ask you this, though. I mean, do you really think polyamory works? There are a lot of people who swear by it. That is,
I know a couple of people that are polyamorous, and they make it work. And they've been doing it for years. And, I mean, I'm not in their bedroom to know that there aren't issues. But from the outside looking in, they're living very happy lives in the life that they chose to have.
I don't know.
I couldn't do it. I'm too jealous.
Yeah, because jealousy is a healthy thing. How can you control what you're going to be jealous of, what you're going to feel jealous about with that partner? If you're sharing something with the partner, say you guys, you each have a partner, and, well, all right, there might be a distinction between an open relationship and a polyamorous relationship or polygamous relationship. Polygamous relationship, no, I'm not even going to act like I'm an expert. I don't know what the hell, how any of this works. I don't believe the hype. I don't think that it can work because of one very basic theory, and that's called attachment. Attachment theory.
But can't you be attached to multiple people?
That's another question. I think you can be attached to multiple people for different reasons, but I don't think that you can have the same level of energy, focus, and commitment to multiple people at the same time. I don't think so.
Yeah, but I mean, I see it working, and who's to say, Vlad, like, kids have attachment styles with both parents. And again, it's a different level. I understand that. Different relationship. But if it seems to work for them, who are we to judge? You know, it's not working for you. It's never going to work for me. So I get it.
I don't know that it works for them. I mean, and maybe I'm wrong. Mm-hmm. Tell me if I'm wrong, guys. Like, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it does work for some people.
Yeah.
I think certain factors have to be present. And I think you have to have, both people have to think differently about commitment and relationships, in that they cannot and will not be tied down to one person. Mm-hmm. I think it has something to do with, I think it comes down to lifestyle, life experiences. Like for me, I could never do that. I was never a playboy. I could never be a playboy. I'm just not that slick.
No, okay? I'm just, but I don't think you have to be slick though. You know what I mean?
To be a playboy?
Well, to be in polyamory, because again,
no,
everybody,
polyamory.
yeah.
I'm just talking about like just being.
For sure, because you're keeping secrets from other people. Yeah, so yes,
and you know, I'm not going to make bones about it. Like, Julie and I went through a period where I did cheat, and it was, and I can't really make an excuse for it, but the only explanation I could provide was our relationship was moving too fast. Mm-hmm. It was moving way too fast, faster than I was ready to commit. Mm-hmm. And it's not that I didn't love Julie, and it's not that I didn't care for her. As a matter of fact, that's the reason why I told her, like, right away.
Well, and that's the thing. So you told her. It wasn't like she found out. And, you know, and I think that's why she was able to forgive you, because like, okay, well, he came to me in his moment of weakness. He told me what happened after the fact, but he told me. And I think when what happens is that when people find out, like you didn't tell her, she found out at a party or whatever, then that's worse, because now it's like you were hiding that from me.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Back then, I was not Vlad the Bull. Okay, I was a completely different person. I was in therapy, but only for like a year.
Yeah.
And for those of you who are just starting therapy, like, it's not working, and you only been there for like 5 minutes, like, get through the whole session. A year's time is not going to unravel or even dive deep into a lifetime of trauma, right? And so I was not the same person, and I had every intention of trying to. Actually, I can't even say that. I was trying to figure it out. It was like a 24-hour period where I was like, I can't keep this to myself. And it crushed Julie, and it crushed everybody. It crushed all of us, man. But reestablishing that trust between us was understanding why it happened. And you have to speak up in relationships, whether it's good or bad, especially for marriage. This is not, again, we were just dating. This is like when we first started dating. But that taught us early on that when something is missing or something is afoot in our relationship, we can't just not say anything.
And that's why I think it's when they feel something is missing. You felt like it was going too fast. What's missing? Maybe like the newness of it all. You're like, well, this is getting serious. I got to go see what's out there or whatever, you know?
Well, and part of that was, to your point, I never knew what commitment looked like because my parents were married for at least the first 10 years of my life before they got separated. Yeah. You get close to people, you get hurt. That's what marriage looked like, taught me before therapy. Yeah. And my mom used to always tell me, never tell your spouse any parts of your past. Don't share your deepest, darkest secrets with them, because they're going to throw it against you and they're going to use it against you and in a conflict, and you're eventually going to end. You said, my mom, like I told you, my mom always said, pa fe moun konfiance pase bon Dieu a maman ki bon, which means don't trust anybody more than your mother who gave you birth in Jesus Christ. And so, when this relationship is going fast, like Julie just knew what she wanted. Yeah. And we both talked about it later, and we realized that she was going to that destination whether I wanted to go to or not. And it was a matter of her just, we both kind of took accountability for what happened. Right. Obviously, I'm the one who stepped out. And so I had to realize, like, damn, dude, I gotta communicate my heart. And if I'm gonna make this work, I know that I want to be with Julie. Yep. So anyway, I don't think it's acceptable. If I could go back to that Vlad, who was still hurt and still all messed up from his childhood and all that stuff, not making excuses, I would say, yo, brother, go in therapy, have this conversation, get even more help, get another system of support. Because the one thing I learned about that as well is that the people that were surrounding me weren't giving me good information. Yeah. Because I'll never forget, there were 2 people that gave me good information, and everybody else that I asked, the 3 other people I tried, like, can you counsel me through this? One of them being my father. We're like, oh yeah, that's cool.
Lord.
I was like, it don't feel cool.
Well, and not to say that this is why they said that, but maybe they're like, oh, it's not serious because you're just dating. You know how some people are like, oh, when you're dating around, like you're trying to see what's out there before you get serious.
Right.
So I can see why they said that. I don't think that the same conversation would have been had if you were married and then this happened. You know what I mean?
You'd be surprised. You know how many married dudes, not any of my friends were married dudes. I was going to say. But you know how many married dudes are okay with infidelity?
Oh, I believe it.
It's crazy.
I see my friends posting online like, just randomly, right? Like, don't make me screenshot this because your wife's gonna see it. You know, it happens.
Wow.
I know. Couldn't be me.
Wow. That's
allowing all that
yeah.
BS.
You know, so quick story. When I went to Colombia with my boys David and Joseph and his brother Joseph, so we went to Colombia in 2019, and he has a pen pal.
From Colombia?
From Colombia.
How
he has
cute.
a pen pal from Colombia. So he was helping her learn English. She was helping him learn Spanish. And they're still friends. We're all friends, actually. So when we went to Colombia, we went to their house for the first, I think, 3 or 4 days. And then we went to Medellin, just the three of us. And we were at some nightclub. And for those of you who haven't been to Colombia, I didn't know this. We were innocently going there. Like, David had gone there, but he'd only gone to... he didn't go to Medellin because they lived in like Bucaramanga.
Your people love Latin America.
Oh, we are in Latin America. Did you know that?
Haiti, yeah.
Haiti's Latin America, yeah. So, anyway, we go to Medellin. We go to this nightclub, and there's prostitution everywhere.
Oh, facts.
Everywhere. I've never seen it. It was so jarring to me, Angie, because I'd never seen. I've probably seen some prostitutes here or there, but I generally have never seen that outside of what I've seen in the movies.
Yeah.
And just like a gaggle of women, young girls, dude. And I'm just like, oh my God, this is crazy. It made me feel so icky just being in the same building. And so we meet this guy, and this guy walks up to us, and this black dude, and I'm like, you don't look like you from here, and I don't look like I'm from here, but let's talk about that. He was from Lowell.
Shut up.
Yeah, we weren't living there yet.
Yeah.
But he was from Lowell, and this is what he said that chills down my spine. We're talking about whether or not it's acceptable to cheat in a relationship. This dude, for some reason, Angie, just walks up to me. Hey, you from Lowell? Yeah. Hands me his phone, shows me his phone, a video on his phone, like it's like his business card or something. And I'm looking at like some homemade porn. And I was like, yo.
What?
All I see is yeah. I was like, yo, what you showing me, dog? Like, I've only known you for 20 seconds, man.
I know.
And it's like this dude's having an orgy with his boys and all these prostitutes and all that, and they bragging about it like it's cool. Now, I just assumed this guy was like some bachelor or something. No. You know what I mean? And it was crazy, right? And so he was like, yeah, man, I'm having so much fun. We doing this. Look at all we got all these girls. Man, we doing that. And this dude was just, man, he's like, ooh. He was just having a good time.
Oh, no.
And so I said, all right, man, that's what's up if you think it's what's up, whatever. I don't know. I just want to go back to the corner that I was standing at. And he's like, yeah, man, I'm having a great time. I said, all right, well, maybe you should stay. Maybe you shouldn't go back then. Maybe you should just hang out here.
Yeah.
Again, I'm looking for my exit ramp.
Right.
And you know what this dude said to me? He said, yeah, but I got to get back to my wife at some point.
Oh, hell no. Vlad, I'm sweating.
I'm sweating, yo. That's what this dude said to me with a straight face. Yikes. He said, I got to get back to my wife. I'm like, golly, I got some.
It's a dirty world out there, Vlad.
It's nasty, man. And so, and Jules and I were engaged at that point. And so I was looking at everything so differently. Not that I ever thought it was okay. I never thought I'd be on that end of the spectrum. But yo, dude, you married and you doing this dirt. And I wish I didn't see it, but it's not to do with using protection. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
no, and it
on,
just sucks because dudes do all that, then bring home God knows what to their wives.
Yep,
you know, and then what are they showing their kids? You know, and then they end up having daughters, and then they get mad, and they don't want no one around their daughters. But it's like, you're doing all this shit to someone's daughter.
Yeah.
With someone's daughter.
Yeah.
So be for real.
Yeah.
Mad annoying.
I'm telling you, man. Okay, so that was heavy. Now that we are talking about, we established that we don't think it's acceptable, agreeable, whatever. But is it forgivable? Depends on who you are, nature, how things go.
Yeah.
Right? You got to make that decision for yourself.
Yes.
Second question. All right. Is it okay to have
third question?
A third question. Geez, thank you. Is it okay to have different preferred levels of extravagance and spending? Let's talk about it. Because we all know that we each have different proclivities when it comes to money. But is it okay to have different preferences for extravagance and spending? Your thoughts?
I think we can have differences. Like Wallace and I do. He goes more extravagant with, like, he's a shoe guy, so he's a sneakerhead, I guess they call him. I would never spend that much money on a pair of shoes.
So how much money we talking?
I don't know. How much do J's cost?
I don't know. I never owned a pair.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I might think that's crazy.
Like 200 plus. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever the price of shoes is, that Wallace will spend it. But
Damn.
I wouldn't. And that's okay, right? Because we budget for the things that we want. I'd rather spend money on a trip than some delicious food.
Talk about it.
You know?
Talk about it.
You know?
Yeah. You know, Julie
consumables.
And I actually have that. Consumables. Not those consumables. We talk about it all the time. If we're going to spend our money anywhere, the large chunk of our discretional spending is in eating out, like going out to a nice
like figuring
dinner.
out restaurants. And,
yeah, we love that. Just like a nice dinner at a nice restaurant with good food, good conversation. We don't need nothing like that, man. And I'm very thankful. My wife is not an extravagant buyer. You know, she don't have no Gucci purse. She doesn't care to have no Gucci purse. My wife, when I first met her, she was talking about shopping at Savers. I'm like, what's a Savers? It's basically like Goodwill.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, we did that, but that's because we were poor. You didn't grow up like that?
No, she's a thrifty.
She's a thrifty. And guess what? I finally got on Angie. I'm like, yo, there's brand new stuff here. And yo, bro, I'm with it. So
yeah. Well, that's new, Vlad. You know, now it's cool to be thrifty. It's sustainable, environmental. Back when you had to do it.
Oh, no.
They done gentrified the thrift store.
They done gentrified, yeah.
You know, so now it's hip. Now you're like, ooh, a hipster. She cares about the environment, sustainability. You know.
Well, I don't know. I don't know about that argument. I don't know how it was about sustainability. I think Jules just likes a good deal.
Oh, same.
Right.
Same.
And when you have kids, if you're not shopping for deals, what's wrong with you? Unless I understand. Listen, you shouldn't be sleeping on torn pillows and wearing socks with holes in them. But for goodness sake, like y'all don't. I think it's stupid that people spend $80, $100 on baby booties. I think that's stupid
facts.
as hell.
The kids wear them one time. These kids outgrow stuff so quick. Yeah, I feel like. Now for back to school, we did take Alana on like a little shopping spree, but where did we take her? To Burlington and to Primark.
Right.
Because she's going to go through stuff so quick. Like
you could have taken her to Old Navy. You could have taken her to Baby. Is Baby Gap still a thing?
Yeah, just Gap, I think.
Oh.
She's not a baby anymore.
Oh. Tear.
But no, that's still too big to grow out of it. You know? Like, I think quality is like a winter coat, winter boots. Everything else is like, who cares?
Yeah, I mean,
hand-me-down city.
But there are couples out there that have kids, and you wouldn't believe how on opposite ends and opposite pages they are, right? Like, I can't tell you how many times I've worked with men and men having those toxic conversations. Not all of them were toxic. Some of them were, but you know how men talk.
Yeah.
We're working to change that, by the way. But they're like, yeah, man, my wife is just running my credit card bill up because she has to get these shoes and she has to get this and she has to get that. I'm like, why don't you guys have connected finances? I don't get that. We talked about this on the finance episode, but if you guys are married and you live in the same house and you're eating the same things, you're sitting on the same couch, you sleep in the same bed, and you're eating the same food, why you guys separate accounts for?
Because of these discrepancies in spending, Vlad.
Okay, then that means we got to get together and talk about budgeting, or we got to get together and make a decision.
And getting to the root as to why, if your budget is here, why are you spending here? You know, why do you feel like that need? It's like getting to that root of that problem. You know what helps with that? Therapy. But people don't want to go to therapy.
No, therapy.
They don't want to fix it. But yeah, getting to like that root cause, like, why do I feel like I need to buy those shoes, Vlad? You know, it's like, what is the need for? Am I really doing it because I want to, or because I feel like society expects me to, because I'm XYZ, because I have XYZ job, because I'm a mom? You know, I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Because some of this stuff that's out there that people like the trends, they're ugly as hell.
Yo, I was watching a video the other day, and Jules actually pointed this out to me. It was somebody had like a keychain with like a bear on it.
Oh, a Labubu?
Is that what it was? Was it you that was showing me that?
No, I don't think it was me, but that's trendy now too. It's like this little monster thing on a keychain, and yeah. I mean, do it if you want to, if you think it's cute or whatever, but I don't think it's a necessity. Like,
isn't it like mad expensive though?
It's like $70, I think, $80. I don't know.
No. I heard it. I don't know if we're talking about the same thing, but this thing was like almost $1,000.
Oh, I don't think so.
Or something like that. And I thought it was the most ridiculous thing I ever heard in my life. Look, I don't have a problem with people with expensive tastes as long as you have expensive bank accounts.
Well, that's my thing. It's like, I'm not going to be in your pockets. If that's what you want to do, get it. But don't try to get stuff above your means budget just so you could fit in, because I feel like that's so dumb. Oh yeah, some of these are $1,000.
Dude, that's so
$20,
so
86.
stupid,
I think mostly they're like $80.
That is whack. That is whack.
But I guess this is limited edition or whatever for $1,000 on StockX. I thought that was for shoes.
I bought my PS5 on there.
Oh, so it's for everything, I guess, resale.
All I got to say is this. If we are in a relationship, this is marriage. Let's talk about marriage, because that's what we are. We're married, not to each other, but to our spouses.
Yes.
And
this is not Wallace.
Yeah,
somebody was
Wallace.
like, oh, I love what you and Wallace are doing. I'm like, bro, it's another bald black guy.
Yeah.
Not Wallace.
Listen, Wallace is taller. He's nicer. And he does not cuss as much as I do. Okay.
Yeah.
Wallace is, we that's my homie. But it's funny. Yeah. Cause actually one of my friends the other day, like, oh yeah, like I was listening to your podcast the other day. I like what you and your wife were talking about. I'm like, yes, I'm my wife.
Yeah.
My wife is upstairs.
Yeah. I guess if you're listening and you don't know Julie, it could be anyone that's sitting here with you.
It makes sense. It makes sense, right? There are couples that make podcasts all the time. But yeah, I guess, I don't know if that answers the question, but is it okay for you to have differing preferences for...
You can have different preferences, but you have to be on the same page, like what's okay.
Right.
Like Wallace, he's a sneakerhead, but he never buys anything without telling me like, hey, these shoes dropped, I'm finna get them.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, because again, he knows when things are dropping or whatever the terminology is. So it's like, it's on the budget from last month when we planned this month. He's like, okay, these shoes are dropping. It's in the budget, I'm buying them. And then I know. But I think it comes like when you don't plan for things and then you just expect your spouse to be okay with you overspending or not realizing like, yo, if I drop $1,000 on the Labubu,
oh my God,
then I'm not going to have a light bill boo-boo.
I'm going to have no light.
A light boo-boo.
I'm not going to have no boo-boo lights.
Water boo-boo. My water bill.
Oh, yo.
You know, it's like priorities, baby. You spend all your money on the boo-boo.
I ain't gonna have no water boo-boo.
Now you can't buy food. Like,
oh
come on.
my God, you're a clown. You're a clown for that.
Be for reals.
Okay. All right, we got 2 more questions left. Talking about Labubu.
Ooh.
All right. Ooh, this is gonna be a spicy one.
Uh-oh.
Is it possible for a relationship to survive without physical intimacy?
Nah. And I say that, Vlad. Oh my gosh. And I say that as someone who's one of my love languages is physical touch.
Yes.
Don't be near me if you ain't rubbing my back. Don't be near me.
Don't be near me if you're not gonna be near me.
Right. Exactly. Be for real. You know. But I get it. Okay. So if everyone is healthy, everyone is like, okay, we're 2 people and nothing is wrong with us, why aren't we having physical intimacy? There's situations where a spouse might have like a medical condition or, and it happens like after you're married and things like that.
After you give birth.
But for a while, like maybe he's in a car accident, or, like just things that happen where you can't for a while, like long term. Then it's like, okay, but you're doing the best you can with the best you got, right? But just to say we're not going to do it with no reason except you're withholding just to be what? Terrible? No, I don't agree with that at all.
I was going to ask you, actually, do you think that there are reasons beyond physical ailment that people are not intimate?
Oh, yeah, they withhold as like punishment.
What would it take for a woman to not want to be physically intimate in a marriage?
I have no idea.
Don't ask me, because that ain't about me. I don't.
No. I don't get it, Vlad. I really don't. Again, seek therapy if you don't want to. Yeah, I don't know. That's not my issue.
And feel free not to answer this, actually, if you don't want to.
No, ask me.
But has there ever been a period of time where that was kind of the focus of your relationship, where you and Wallace may not have been on the same page with physical intimacy? Is that something you've had to figure out, or do you guys both have?
Well, no, we're very different in that. Wallace is very low needs. I'm very high needs.
Right.
But there's never been a time where I'm like, oh no, not tonight. And he neither. Like he's never like, oh no, not tonight. But he's never gonna be the one to 100% initiate ever. And he does initiate, but not all the time. Yeah.
So that's funny. I think we're the same people in our relationships, right? And it's not like Julie's never initiated.
Yeah. And same with Wallace.
Right.
Like he has his moments, and then when those moments happen, I'm like, oh my goodness, what's happening?
Like you stop what you're doing. You're like, all right.
Literally, no, for real though, Vlad. For real, like, wow.
I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm taking my cap off.
Someone had a great day.
I was like, listen, I don't know what's going on, but I'm going with it.
We've had those conversations because not that I felt like unwanted, but I was like, hey, yo, what are we, roommates? You know? And then he's like, oh, I have a lot on my mind. Like,
some roommates have sex with each other.
Those, I think, are what the young kids call now friends with benefits.
Oh, friendbedits. I don't even know.
Yeah, no. But yeah, I'm like, oh, Wallace, come on, you know? But it's because Wallace is just like a very internal, like, you know, he's like an overthinker. He's very in his mind, you know, like a dreamer. So it's like, okay.
That's like Jules too. That's like Jules too. And so we've had to have conversations about, okay, we have different libidos. Let's find some common ground and actually learn that planning actually helps take that overthinking out of it. Like, she doesn't have to think about initiating. She doesn't have to think about, well, what if I don't want to? Yeah, I'm not in the mood. It takes more for her to kind of just be seated, right? And actually, it's gotten that discrepancy. And I think every couple is going to have a level of discrepancy. Opposites attract for longevity. And if you're out there flapping in the wind and you listen to this podcast and you're just flapping in the wind and flapping whoever or wherever you want to flap to, it might not be an issue for you because you might be engaging with people that have the same sexual appetites that you do, but that might not happen in marriage. And like you said, things change. Like when you young, like Julie and I met when we were in our early 20s. You met Wallace when you guys were like, what, teenagers? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Things are very different. You know, your body changes. Like I had an injury that took me out of the state police, and there are times I'm in too much pain to even sleep. Right? Julie gave birth, had a C-section, like her whole guts was taken out and put back, and you can't do nothing for what is it, six weeks? 6 weeks. Yeah.
Oh, and that was the thing, and I was like, oh. That's for other people, Wallace.
Wallace is probably like...
Oh, and you know Wallace, Mr. Dudley Do Right. Wallace is like, nah. And I was like, I guess.
And Wallace is probably like, oh!
That's the suggestion.
That's like it's like the expiration date. You know, you really have to check it out for yourself.
I'm sweating. Wallace is probably like, what the hell are you...
Wallace and Julie are going to see this and going to be like...
They're going to shut us down. They're going to shut us down, Vlad.
They're like, take this thing off.
We're gonna come down here and she sold everything. She's like, y'all ain't doing this. Y'all not doing this no more.
So I think we both agree. Physical intimacy is a must. Even if physical touch is not your love language, yo, bro, you can't not.
You gotta love people in their language, Vlad.
And physical intimacy is something that God has blessed. It is sacred in a marriage, especially. And so it helps grow the relationship. Yep. And you know what's funny? When we first met, for me, it was just about me getting my needs met. Like, I have a high sexual libido. I need that when I need that. But now it's actually more emotional for me than it ever has been.
Because y'all really, like, are in there loving each other.
Yeah.
It's legit.
So, like, we in the minds and in the, you know, what do people say? In the guts these days? I don't know. Yo,
Vlad is trying to get us. What is it? The little E for explicit.
we're gonna get flagged. We're gonna get flagged. Don't flag us, yo. We talk about this is just real talk. I hear worse. I hear far worse.
No, this is real life. But yeah, don't be out here withholding just because you mad. Have the conversation. Get to the root of why you mad and fix it.
All right, let me ask you this as we wrap this question up and go to our last one. How long do you think a relationship can last with no physical intimacy?
What's the 6 weeks, the recommended amount when you have a baby?
Because I was going to say, okay, maybe it's your
I'll
wife
say 8 weeks. I'll say 8 weeks just to give it a 2. Because again, you give birth, your body's all shifty. So I would say 8 weeks.
Because I don't know if you've caught up on 90 Day Fiance yet.
I haven't.
You never got to Gino and Jasmine. Okay, so they have a situation where they haven't had sex in a year.
Oh, like they chose not to?
He's withholding.
Why?
Because he just doesn't feel safe. He doesn't feel safe. He doesn't like. We're always arguing and fighting.
And guys.
And it's been a year and they haven't figured out why he doesn't feel safe. They haven't fixed it. They haven't gone to therapy.
Well, I think Gino has a porn addiction.
Oh, well, that's a problem.
Which will turn you off of real
because she's not a porn star.
Right. Even though she looks like one because she's got all the plastic and all that stuff.
Oh, well, then I don't know.
Dudes are like, yo, just have sex with your wife and you'll solve all your problems. All she wants to do is jump your bones and you sitting here jumping away like a jackrabbit. Like, what's wrong with you? Most dudes don't have this problem.
Right.
And he's like,
no, I don't. I just want to wear my hat.
You'll get to him and you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay. So, we covered some ground. Tattoos, physical intimacy, infidelity. Let's talk about, I'm going to combine these two questions in one.
Okay.
And we're going to bring it home with this. 2-part question. Is jealousy healthy in a relationship?
Mm-hmm.
And should there be, I guess these are 2 questions. All right, we're going to spend some time on that one, and then I'm going to ask the last one. Is jealousy healthy for a relationship?
Okay. Oh,
She's like, what?
Oh, I thought you were going to ask the second part. I say a little bit of jealousy is healthy. Like, not that I get jealous of the girls, but I hate when I don't have my time with Wallace.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Like, when is it going to be my turn?
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like when I have my time with Jules interrupted. We have 7 p.m. My phone's on Do Not Disturb. Do not disturb me unless it's an emergency. Don't call me. I want to talk to you. I want to talk to my wife because we got to put my son to bed, and we put Lito to bed, and then we talking. I don't know what we're doing. We're either watching one of our shows or we're hanging out or we're discussing something. Sometimes Julie and I don't even have the TV on. We just talk.
Yeah.
And that's sacred time. So don't get in the way of my time because I need that time with my wife, man. That's my boo. That's my best friend.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I think a little bit healthy jealousy, if that's even a thing, is good. Because then it's like you value it. So it's like you want it for yourself. And I think that that's a healthy emotion to have as long as you put a pause on it when it gets to be too much.
All right. Well, that was going to be my follow-up question. What is the line for you that would go from that's just him being nice to him crossing a line and now my jealousy is on full throttle, right? For example, the classic example is when you go to a restaurant and you feel like your husband's being a little too nice to the waitress, right? I'm like, why do you gotta tell her thank you for her service for? Like, why you gotta ask her how her day was?
Maybe I'm not a jealous person then, because none of that bothers me. Like, literally, I only get jealous when Wallace is spending time by obligation, like with work a lot, or with like the girls.
Nah, but that's not the same. That's not the same as you being jealous of another female.
I don't get jealous of other females with Wallace.
Really?
I don't.
Huh.
Because Wallace ain't checking for them.
Well, but here's the thing. I'm not checking for nobody either, right? I love my wife. She's the most beautiful woman in the world to me. I don't lust after any other woman other than my wife, right? But I'll give you an example. The other day, we had Lito at my mom's, and we went out to Cambridge or Somerville, my old stomping grounds, and we were sitting outside in the patio, and we didn't know what bar this restaurant was. Okay. And so we were just sitting there for a drink, and it was just like a young person's bar. Again, this is Cambridge. We live in the country now, okay? So
a young person.
Like, people are smoking outside, and my lungs are gasping for air, and I can't even be like, oh, let me go sit over there, because over there is still a cloud of gas. And it was just crowded, people walking through, young people stuff, college people. This is right next to Tufts University. So it's all college shit.
Yeah.
And there was this one woman who looked like she was older than us, like she was like my mom's age maybe. But she was Latina, so you could tell that she cares about dressing up. And she got the whole nine. And I don't know if she was meeting somebody, but she was just standing. Here's our little table. And she was just standing right here. I'm sitting across from Jules, and and she's just standing right there. And we were talking, and I saw Jules like this. She was like this. She was like, yeah, so what's your problem? And she said, I don't like her standing next to you. I'm like, okay, babe, it's kind of crowded. There's not a lot of places.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't like her standing next to you. She's doing that because she's trying to see who she can get. I don't like that. I'm like, what? She's like my mom's age. Like, what? And first of all, I'm not looking at her. Second of all, I'm not looking at her.
Yeah.
And third of all, ew. And she's just minding her business. Let her be. But I think everybody's jealous for different reasons. Obviously, we have a history. It's not that Julie doesn't trust me. She's like, I just don't like other women.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe that's why, because there is no history of that. I guess it wouldn't be me being jealous if that situation happened to me. I'd just be like, why is she right there? But not because I'm jealous. It's just kind of like, now you're making Wallace uncomfortable. Because again, Wallace doesn't like being in crowds, you know? Yeah. But no, I wouldn't be mad at that girl. She's just trying to get what she can get.
Well,
I'm feeling. No, she didn't try you. But what I'm saying is she's just out there dressed up, trying to see what's out there, you know? More power to her. I honestly would feel bad because I'm like, I know who I'm going home with.
Listen, I love being married. I take so much pride in that. Like, being married is dope, y'all. Like I said, I don't leave nowhere with my wedding ring. So that's why I tell Jules when in instances like that, she's like, well, I don't like that girl trying to flirt with you, even though she just said, have a nice day. Or something like that, right? I'm exaggerating. But I'm like, Jules, you see how paranoid I am about my wedding ring. This is a deterrent to the thirsts.
Yep.
If you thirsty, go get some Mountain Dew. No, actually, if you're thirsty, look at my wedding ring first, and then stay rooted on gallongear.com or sixpackfitness.com. That's why I can tell them now. I can tell them two things. So, I don't necessarily have that worry about Julie, and that's because Julie is like an introvert. Yeah. So she's not
putting
really
herself
ever
out there.
putting herself out there in those situations. For example, if I go out with my friend If I go out with my cousin, we go to like a restaurant or a bar or something like that, and we hang where there's going to be single females out there. You know, Jules is not up thinking about, oh my God, what about these other women? She's not, right? Yeah. But like Jules is also not the other person. Like when she does hang out, she hangs out with y'all.
Yeah, exactly. You know? She's
a
girl's girl. We were talking about Julie being the girl's girl because anytime one of us does something, she's like, wow, you're doing the thing. You're so great. I admire you. Like she's like a super girl's girl.
She is the cheerleader. I love that girl.
Yeah, she's great.
All right, so last question. We're going to wrap this up.
Oh, I thought that was it. Okay, go.
All right, this is the last one. Can relationships indeed be equal, or will there always be, or should there always be a power dynamic?
Oh, that's tough. Yikes. I think
the operative word here is power dynamic.
I know, because when you said equal, I thought you meant kind of like in like gender roles type things, like equal as far as like workload, as far as like taking care of things, because I was going to say, yeah, it could be equal. But now when you add the word power dynamic, I'm like, I don't think Wallace has like power over me, and I don't think I have power over him. But I guess biblically,
what would that look like to you?
What do you mean? Like if he was over me?
So you say you don't have power over him, he doesn't have power over you, but what would that look like?
Like control.
Control.
Yeah. Wallace doesn't control me and I don't control Wallace. We advocate for the things that we want, like if we have different opinions, but we work through it together and like come up with a solution that we both agree with, so like a compromise, right? But it's never like he's doing things because I said so, and vice versa. He would never tell me what to do. You know, I don't live my life because Wallace said to do this.
Right.
Like he didn't give me permission to be on this podcast. I told him that I was doing it. He's like, oh, I support you. You know? If he would have, for whatever reason, said, well, I don't think that that's a good idea. And then I would have been like, well, hear him out. Like, why don't you think it's a good idea? And, you know.
So we talked about this before, but a common phrase in male circles is happy wife, happy life. I vehemently disagree. Happy me, happy we.
Oh,
happy spouse, happy house.
Yeah, I like that one.
So what do you say to the men or the women who prioritize their partner's happiness over their own in order to keep the relationship healthy and continuing?
Excuse me. Who prioritize hold on, say that again. Who prioritize the spouse's happiness over their own?
Yeah, so people who might say it's more, I might not be getting all of my needs met, but it's more important for my spouse to be happy in order for the house to continue to be safe.
I would ask a question. Why do you have to be a martyr?
Ooh.
Like,
yo, what?
Who are you, Saint blank blank? Like, why do you feel like you can't have your needs met too?
Ooh.
Now you're allowing this person to be kind of like the dictator over your life. And who wants to live like that?
Damn.
Go to therapy and figure it out. Life is too short.
So what do you think about the spouses that are controlling, that do, maybe they know they're controlling, maybe they don't know they're controlling, but the ones that think it's totally okay and within their means to say you can't do this and you can't do that.
I guess
in that way.
I guess if the one person is controlling and the other person allows it, it's like, what can you do if they're okay with it? You know? And I guess in some relationship that works, because if they're still getting their needs met by this person having all the control, maybe they like to not have to think about things and this person just tells them what to do.
Can a person have all of their needs met though, for real, if their autonomy is being encroached upon?
Do they think their autonomy is being encroached upon?
And well, here's the thing. You talk to people who've been in lopsided, borderline, or full out abusive relationships, and they will always tell you that in their heart of hearts, they knew how they were being treated wasn't okay. They knew that their autonomy was slowly slipping away. They knew that it was not okay how their partner spoke to them. But I love them. They might be the only person that loves me back. The manipulation, the control. And let me tell you, we're going to have a separate episode on domestic violence. I'm going to get my girl Shakira on here to really educate us on this. But I, as a child witnessing domestic violence, I could tell you it is a systematic pull. So a lot of times what will happen is people will start in a relationship and they'll start love bombing you. They almost have like a heat-seeking radar for the people who are not quite in their own power yet, who don't really know who they are yet, who don't really know what they will stand for, what they won't stand for yet. And so they love bomb you and give you a false sense of self based on their love. And then once they get you, they'll start to see what they can chip away at. They start pushing you a little bit. What we gonna What are we gonna do? What are you gonna do if I say, F your friends? What are you gonna do if I say your mama is kind of crusty?
Yeah, let's not talk to her anymore.
Like, what are you gonna do if I say you can't hang out with your friends? I'd rather you be here with me. That sounds crazy, right?
Yeah, that's why I feel like before you get in relationships, you have to be so secure in who you are and have like that community, family, like relationship bonds. So when things like that start happening, even if you're like love blind to it, someone around you is going to see it and be like, can you snap out of that? Did you not see what just happened here? You know, that's not love. That's control. That's this, that's that. But to your point, when we don't know who we are, it's easier for someone to come in and isolate you from your family, to tell you what you are and what you're not, because you yourself don't know.
Yeah.
You know, so that's the tough part. I'm glad she's going to come to talk, because I don't have enough tools in my tool belt to say what people can and can't do in those situations. In my mind right now, if someone is controlling and you feel controlled, try to talk to them and see what's wrong with them that they feel like they have to have that upper hand on you.
They might not know.
Right. So that's the thing. It's like, okay, so bring it up. Like, okay, I feel like you're doing this. And they're like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that was controlling to you. You know, sometimes people don't know what they don't know. So we have to have those conversations. I like that you and Julie talk every night. Like maybe something came up during the week that you can talk about. But people don't have those conversations, Vlad. We're literally just living. They're literally just living like past, like, what is it? Ships in the night. Just ships in the night, like going through the routine of things, life. And they don't get to the nitty gritty of how they felt during a certain situation. They just let it go, let it ride, and it keeps happening.
Yeah, I mean, and that's how power dynamics are born, right? In the situations that you described, and the situations where there are abusive people that need control in a relationship, perhaps because they didn't have control or disempowered in other elements of their life or other phases of their life. So they almost see relationships as means of controlling people. And, you know, it's not as simple as, okay, this is a bad relationship. Get up and leave. Yeah. What if you're married? What if you got kids? What if you have
it's not
combined
easy.
finances? What if you have, you know, property and assets together? Like, it's not as simple as you getting up and leave. But if it's an emergency, if you are not safe, then you need to have an urgent response to that before it gets out of control. And I think, again, we're going to talk about it later, and I'll just leave it with this. Some of the more subtle elements of domestic violence aren't the ones that you see on Showmax or whatever it is on Showtime. It's not the man beating the wife. It's not the woman throwing vases and breaking stuff. It's subtle things like, oh, you know, like I really think that you are gonna be really happy and lonely without me, so I'm so glad that you have me, or I'm so glad that I have you. It might be creating a false codependency where, like, I'll die if you leave me. Our kids will suffer if you leave me. Yeah. And why would you do that to
and
your
not
kids?
Even sad like that, Vlad. It's like, if you leave me, you'll never see the kids.
Yeah. Yo, it happens, dude. It happens to men. It happens to women. So to answer that question, can relationships indeed be equal, or should there always be a power dynamic? I don't think there needs to be a power dynamic. No. Power is not what being empowered to do something together with your partner.
Yes, I like that. Empowered versus have power.
Yeah, you don't need to have power over your partner. And if you feel like you need to, then maybe you should be empowered to go to therapy, because that ain't right. That ain't right.
Yeah, we can end it right there. What is the key word today? Therapy.
Therapy. Listen, therapy. Yes. We're not sponsored by any therapeutic services, but
maybe one day.
Maybe one day. Find yourself a therapist. Find yourself a diverse system of support. Build it out. Support group. You know the deal. As always, if you have questions, comments, please leave them down here. Like and smash that subscribe button so we can get this content to more people. These conversations need to be had, folks. So bring it to your job. Bring it to your places of community. You know, bring it wherever you need to, because we just want to bring the conversations, in our opinion or in our expertise, I would say. Our thoughts and opinions, but our experiences. We want to know what yours are. So definitely hit us up in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. You guys will make this possible, and we love doing what we do.
Yes, and we love getting your messages, so thank you for all the support. Thank you for all your DMs. Some of these ideas, again, come directly from you, so thank you for interacting with us.
It's your boy, Vlad the Bull, your #1 embrace coach.
And Angie, la cyber mommy.
We are out of here. Stay rooted.
Deuces.
Thank you for listening to the Roots and Rhythm podcast. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so you can stay notified for all our updates, including new episodes. Until next time, y'all, stay rooted.
This watch, so it's counting my steps. It's pretty cool, but I need new tennis shoes, Vlad. I've had my tennis shoes since probably before Lana was born. So do you have any recommendations? I know you're on your fitness all the time.
I used to think that you had to spend at least $150 on shoes, sis, in order for you to actually get some quality ones. But I'm telling you, these new shoes that I tried out, it's like you're walking on air. Matter of fact, you don't even remember you're walking on them at all. It's like you don't even remember you put your shoes on. One time I thought I was barefoot. I'm like, yo, where's my shoes at?
Oh, I love that. And are they light?
Oh, they're super lightweight. They make my old shoes feel like dumbbells by comparison. I'm telling you, these shoes are comfortable, they're lightweight, and it doesn't even feel like you have them on. And on top of that, you can wear them anywhere. They're designed for people who are on their feet all the time, for the moms and dads who are chasing around the kids. So I would highly recommend them if you're looking for something new.
So what are they called and where can I get them?
You can get them at standplus.com. You go to standplus.com, put in our promo code ADX for an exclusive discount off of your next pair. They are the best all-day recovery shoes, so go ahead and get you a pair.
I'm excited. Thank you, Vlad.
Come on, let's do it.